Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today I'm going to be trying to give you guys as much information from the Animal Crossing Direct in as little time as possible in this video. At the same time, I apologize if I drag it a little bit. I'm really excited, okay? It looks absolutely gorgeous. So the first thing I want to show you guys is a couple different screenshots you guys can see up on screen. There's going to be different seasons, just like it works in every other Animal Crossing. If you guys have ever played previous Animal Crossing titles, it's going to be usually it's based on the internal clock, so by the time the game comes out, it's going to be kind of like spring and everything's going to be blooming and it's going to be crazy, and it's so gorgeous. This game is absolutely beautiful. You can actually choose what kind of island you want to live on. There's a couple different, I guess, island shapes that it lets you choose from, which is really exciting stuff. And you can actually choose whether you want the northern or the southern hemisphere. Now, apparently it doesn't really matter which hemisphere you choose, because, you know, despite whichever one you choose, it's not going to matter on all of the the seasons and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm getting a brain fart. The seasons are still going to be the same no matter which hemisphere you choose, but I think it changes. So basically what happens, for example, is that if you choose the northern hemisphere in April, it's going to be spring, but in the southern hemisphere it'll be autumn in April. And then for July it'll be summer in the northern hemisphere, but winter in the southern. So it's kind of like everything's backwards in the southern hemisphere. So like October will be autumn in the northern and spring in the southern, and then finally January will be winter in the northern and summer in the southern. So I guess it kind of depends. So if you want basically to be based on like real time and a real clock, then choose the northern hemisphere. If you want it to be opposite, because sometimes people in the summer they want, you know, to experience winter, and then in the winter they want to experience summer, you know, in real life. You know, you kind of just, when it's winter time, you're kind of dreaming of summer. Sometimes when it's summer, you're dreaming of winter. So sometimes if you want it reversed, basically everything to be backwards, then choose the southern hemisphere. So one of the other things is that bells from New Leaf are no longer, I guess, a thing. It's being replaced by what seems to be Nook Miles. So Nook Miles is basically your currency. You earn them, and you can, you know, it's kind of similar to the way it would work with bells in New Leaf, where you use them to purchase different things. You know, you start with a tent, for example. You can upgrade your tent to a house, but you have to basically take out a loan. Again, it's very similar to New Leaf if you guys have played New Leaf. If you haven't, then obviously this is all new to you. So basically you can take out a loan, you can take out however amount of time to pay it off. Once you pay it off, you can expand your home. So for example, you need to you know, spend like 98,000 miles on the first upgrade from going from a tent to a home, and then you know, it increases as you expand your home. As you expand it, you get more rooms, or sorry, more space. You get you know, different floors and stuff like that, and it just becomes really cool in that sense. So they're also going to be adding new facilities and things like that. So there's going to be like a museum, for example, that's going to showcase the island's rich ecosystem. There's going to be other stuff as well, like Nook's Cranny, the Able Sisters tailor shop, a campsite, and they're going to be adding more as the game kind of progresses as well. They're going to be adding a bunch of free updates, which the first free update is going to be on available on March 20th, which is going to allow basically an Easter event to occur on your island in April. So once April comes around, there's going to be an Easter event, which brings me to the next point. There are going to be different kinds of events. So for Christmas and Easter and Halloween and, you know, different occasions throughout the year, there's going to be different events in game as well. Also returning is when it's your birthday, you actually get a birthday party thrown for you from the people on the island. So that's really cool, really exciting stuff. You get a cake and stuff, and usually they'll give you presents and stuff, which kind of sucks for me because my birthday is actually at the end of February, so I'm just missing the release date window. So that I'm gonna have to wait like 11 months for that. So that's a little bit unfortunate on my part, but really exciting stuff, really cool stuff. Okay, so speaking of events, there's not just going to be events for, you know, occasions like birthdays or Christmas or Easter or whatever else. There's actually going to be these special kinds of events as well. For example, they're going to have something like a spring fishing tournament, and then you can earn different things like, I guess, rewards for participating. There's different kinds of things. There's a bug off, which is I guess, catching bugs and I guess I'm not sure exactly the details. Like, I don't know if it's like who can catch the coolest bug or how many bugs can you catch or exactly how it works, but really exciting stuff. Very, very interesting. There's going to be events all the time. It seems like, very frequently, if you will. So that's very exciting. Also worth noting is that you can also use your Nook miles to travel around to other locations as well. You can visit these mysterious deserted islands, and on these islands you might find new people, for example, new characters. But you also might find new items and things that you don't have at home, whether it's flowers or certain different kinds of trees or different kinds of fruit or whatever it may be, different kinds of creatures. So you can, obviously harvest or catch any of these things and bring them back to your home so you can, expand the ecosystem of your island, if you will. So it's so cool. It's so cool. There's also going to be a mobile app. So I'm also honestly not going through this in any specific order, by the way. If you have noticed, I'm kind of all over the place because there's a lot. But there's going to be a mobile app, which is going to be part of the Nintendo Switch Online app. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to be compatible with Animal Crossing New Leaf and Happy Home Designer. And they mentioned something about scanning QR codes from those games. And I guess you can import certain designs that you've made in those games into the app, and I guess assumingly then into Animal Crossing New Horizons. So that's pretty exciting stuff as well. So many different things happening in Animal Crossing, and we're not done yet, my friends. So one of the things is that you can actually earn a construction permit, a designer construction permit. You'll need to have your island fully decked out to receive this app in game. So in the game, you have a phone, and in your phone, you have these apps, and they're going to be adding apps to it as time goes on. So this is not like a real phone thing. This is all virtual, right? A virtual phone with virtual apps. And you can get the Island Designer Construction Permit. And what this is going to allow you to do is that in addition to being able to build bridges and inclines and things like that in Animal Crossing, you'll also be able to pave new pathways, construct your own rivers and cliffs and all these different things. So it gives you a whole lot extra basically control over your design of your island. So that's really exciting stuff as well. There's other things too, like you can visit obviously friends' islands, things like that. There's going to be an airport, which is basically where you go to connect to either local play or online play, and then you can connect to other people's islands or invite them over to your island. Also, if you register someone as a best friend, then they can kind of make alterations to your island, like they can chop down trees, things like that. They can dig things up. But if they're not registered as a best friend, then people are not going to be able to do that. So if you do invite someone to your island and you don't have them labeled as a best friend, don't worry, they can't ruin your island or anything like that. They're not going to be able to use their axes to chop down trees or shovels to dig things up and whatnot. Only people that you specifically label as a best friend will be able to do that. Furthermore, there is up to 8 people that you can have on your island at once, which is absolutely insane. Really cool stuff. Now, what about amiibo support? There is going to be amiibo support. It is official. So New Horizons will support both the amiibo figures, like the actual physical amiibo, and the amiibo cards from the Animal Crossing series. Apparently, you can also invite all of these characters, these familiar faces, if you will, to a place called Photopia, which is an island that actually exists in game, where you can basically place models and take different kinds of unique photos. You can basically have photo shoots and things like that. So that's how amiibo functionality is going to work, at least from what we know of. I don't think there's going to be any additional functionality to amiibo beyond that, but that's what they spoke of today. Again, there's going to be a ton of free updates. The first one's going to be on March 20th. It's going to let you be able to celebrate Bunny Day, which is a special event in April for Easter. If you own Animal Crossing Pocket Camp as well, and Animal Crossing New Horizons, you'll receive special items in each game. So there's also that to keep in mind. There's different things like new residents. When you first land on the island, you actually will only have a few residents living with you. But as you progress your island and develop it, more people, more neighbors, if you will start to visit and choose to move in. You can also find basically, I guess, I can't remember what they call them. I think they're castaways. So you'll find sometimes characters on the shore that I guess drifted on shore, kind of like Link and Link's Awakening. Which, how cool would it be if Link one day just like washed up on shore for like some special event or something? That'd be crazy. But anyways, so you can rescue them. It's very, very easy. There's so many different things in the game. Honestly, there's also like different dangerous animals you got to be wary of, like scorpions and things like that, and bees. So if you get stung by them, then you can get a swollen eye, and your character will need to basically go take some medicine, which is going to cost you. So make sure you always buy some medicine and have some medicine on hand in case something dangerous happens. You get bit by a very venomous creature, if you will. It's crazy. This game is so good. And then finally, there's a DIY kind of thing. So you get to collect specific materials, and then you can craft a variety of things, which includes things like furniture and tools and different things like that. Basically, DIY workshops will teach you how to enrich your life by crafting these DIY recipes. The more familiar you basically get with it, you can start to learn special skills, which includes things like changing the color of your DIY furniture, decorating them, etc., etc. So there's so much to this game. Honestly, there's just so much, but that's kind of the bulk of it. I apologize for making this video long. I didn't want to drag it on too long, but there's a lot of stuff. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. If you guys are new, I'm going to be streaming and have video content of Animal Crossing New Horizons once it comes out March 20th. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I'll see you guys very soon. Let me know what your favorite thing about the Direct was, and what you're most excited for about Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'll see you guys very soon in another video, and until then, game on.